Okay, you are highly welcome once again. And this is
Thank
not
you.
Esther Solomon-Okorozo. We'll be having a brief interview with the Okorozo. So if you are just joined with the
You just
Nwakama,
made a mistake now.
oh my God, oh, help me.
You are used to your surname, so I will not penalize you for that.
Okay, so you're welcome once again to my YouTube channel. If you're
Okay.
just joining us, do well to subscribe and do well to
Yes,
join us
exactly.
here. So, Mr. Nwakama has already told us that he is here with his uniform and he's talking as a husband, not a police officer, just because of
Very,
the
very
event
important, please.
presently. Oh, Okoli Patience, you're welcome. I can see you. Welcome. I'm seeing my tech.
Patient. Say hi, 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 hi,
Ah,
hi.
Patience is mom a little low. Thank you so much, Patience. Okay, over to the first question. So, how did you meet? How did you meet Mr. Wakama? How did you meet Mrs. Success? Mrs. Success, how did you meet Mr. Wakama? Over to you, Mr. Wakama. Thank you.
Wow, this is very, very interesting. I don't know that I should call it a mystery. Please permit me if there is noise in the background. That's the environment I find myself, but I'll try my best. So, I grew up in Owerri. I did my primary, secondary, and even part of my tertiary institution in Owerri. So, and obviously, my wife now, then she schooled in Imo State University, Owerri. I'm sure you have started dotting your I's and crossing your T's. Probably how must have met in life. But to cut the long story short, since I grew up in Owerri and she also stayed in Owerri or schooled in Owerri, so but we actually clicked more when we started talking on Facebook. So it will not be out of place if you say we met on Facebook. But just know that we have that Owerri background with us, please. Thank you.
Okay. Keep your question. Keep your question though, because you asked a
Okay.
question. Right?
Sorry, I have something to add.
Over to you. Okay.
um, please, I want to share how we met. I actually really want to share how we met today
Okay.
because I was just actually, babe. So because of that jazz, I want to see how he's dishing others. He's not even listening to the podcast. Say, oh Father Lord. So I want to expose the jazz now so that I can be
Sorry
free
about that,
from the.
please. I had to
I want
mute
to
my mic to attend to person. I'm outside, please. But don't worry, I'm with you. I can hear you very well.
I want to expose the jazz that was used. You
Jesus,
understand?
was it really jazz?
So as much as we were together, we are in nowhere, but I've always been that person that's not been this social media person. For people that know me, they'll know I'm not a social media person. I have social media
we
accounts, so,
we
but
know
I've
you.
not
We know
really been
you.
using them. It
Yes.
was just there. It was just there. I go in
Yes.
sometimes, post few things. If you go to my page and check it, you will see, apart from my wedding, that it was even Esther that helped me post some things. I don't post there. So one day I came online, everybody praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Glory to God.
And then, okay, I think he sent me a friend request, right? I didn't see it
I
because
thought you were the one
normally
who sent me friend request.
I have over 1,000 friend requests on my Facebook, so I don't
Who
really go
sent
there.
each other friendship request? Oh, was
It
it
was
you
my
or
husband that sent me a friendship request,
are
and
you
I
sure?
didn't
Okay.
respond to the friendship request. Hold on, no, I kept it. I didn't talk. I didn't even see it. Funny enough, then let me tell you what he now went to do. He
Don't
now
say,
went
don't
to
say.
my old message on my old post that I had
Off
made
your
since
mic, off your
2018,
mic, off your
2019.
mic. Oh no.
He started liking the post. He said, like, even
Mm.
if I posted a cockroach, he would like the cockroach.
So this
If I
is
post
Rema.
ants, he would like the ants. So that it would draw
Rema.
my attention. So I was like, who is this? What is this now? So he kept up. I was not seeing John Wakama liked the post. I was just seeing like post of years ago. So I now responded, right? I responded. Funny enough, when I met one of his friends, the friend was like, do you know that I sent this lady friend request since 2020?
Mm.
And I didn't see. I actually responded to that friend request this year. That was when I had already met my husband then, because I didn't see it. So he actually had this tactic of going to draw my attention, so I would know that guy. I sent you friend request. Go and respond.
No, they cast my update. No, they cast my secret.
oh no.
That was actually what
So
happened
that
after
was the
I sent that
major. That was
friendship
where we
request.
now finally got talking. The
Yes,
other
yes,
places
very
were just
correct.
maybe just see and go, going to places that we know, but we're not really. So we actually got talking on Facebook.
Wow,
Yes,
wow,
very
wow.
much correct. I had to devise that means because I know that by the time I start liking her pictures, she will keep receiving notifications on daily basis. Like once she logs in, she will see notification that will not draw her attention. So that's a secret I use. I call it secret 101. Nobody should copy my secret.
Oh, this is Rema. So Mr. Wakama has actually dropped a secret. And if you're a brother in the house, in case the sister is not responding to you, you need to
That's not
devise
like
a
in their
way.
cockroach.
But they should make reference to me that I'm the secret. So I'm the one that I'm the source. So
Okay, okay, thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much for exposing this amazing secret to all of us. Okay, so you say my brother was trying to get your attention. Let me go and start liking his pictures. Okay.
no,
Someone
it will
has
not work for me again. For me, it has expired. The secret has expired for me.
no, maybe it's that guy that she's trying to You don't know.
Okay,
Let's
okay,
just
okay, okay,
say
okay, okay, okay.
and
Okay,
the guy
that's
is not
true.
paying attention to her.
Please, go and
Okay.
like his pictures. Start liking his pictures now.
Exactly. Please, by all means.
Okay, we're going over to the next question. And the next question is okay, just a little. We're moving ahead because of
Can you
his
please
outing.
speak into your mic? I can't really hear you. I'm trying to see if I
Can
could
you hear
connect
me
to the
now?
system. Network's a bit slow.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. So I want because of his schedule and where he is presently, so I just want to group the questions. So what now
Okay.
motivated you? What motivated you, Mr. Wakama, to say, Mrs. Success? It's as if you are the apple that I have plucked from the garden, and you will be the perfect person to fit into my shoe that is already, I be the missing rib. So tell us, how did it go
I was
about?
I was thinking this question should go to her first because in the Bible say Ruth found Boaz. Well, let
Sorry?
her answer first.
Sorry? I didn't hear that part.
I know she can. I know she can hear me.
No, 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 no.
It,
No.
but
The Bible
it was
said,
Ruth.
he that findeth a wife, he
Eh,
findeth.
okay.
You found
The same,
me.
the same Bible say Ruth found Boaz now. Okay, which one? Oh, yeah,
Only one
moderator, please
woman.
help us and address this now. Choose somebody. Don't be sentimental.
You
Who do
know,
you want to start?
see me, I know Mrs. Success. She will know ginger the move. It must
No
have been you, sir.
partiality. Ah,
It must
okay,
have
no,
been you,
no
sir.
problem, no problem, no problem. Anyway, if you consider the issue of marriage and who to marry, um, my pastor will always tell me something. He say, when you find the right person, you will know. You understand?
Yes.
And the search has been there for a while, looking for the right person, the right partner. But I know what I wanted or who I wanted per se. You understand? I know the qualities I was looking out in a lady. First of all, I want someone that can fit into my plan. Like, can see me now. In as much as I say I'm not talking as a police officer, but by virtue of my profession, I found myself as one. You understand? It's not anybody that you can just pick as a wife. Understand? Someone that understands your system, someone that understands your personality, your needs. You understand? And aside that, also, coincidentally, she's someone whose upbringing was one that you can liken to a lot of, let me say, a military setting or a police setting, in the sense that, okay, the mom happened to grow up from the barracks and all that, So there's this sense of similarity to what we are doing. So she perfectly understood. But when I started talking with her, and although it took me a while before I let her know I'm a police officer, but the moment she knew, I was expecting some sense of resistance, or oh, what is he all about? Am I sure I can do this thing? But there was nothing like that. There was a perfect click. And apart from that, someone that is intelligent, I saw this high IQ that she has. Like, when I engage her in conversation, you see meaningful inputs. You understand? She was someone that I could have some discussion, even with respect to my job, with respect to my career, profession, and everything. She perfectly fitted in, and she still fits in. You understand? So these are part of the things. And apart from that, also, someone that is so intelligent. Like, when I asked her what she studied in school, and she told me she studied this agriculture, and for her to be able to say, I'm a proud farmer, she called herself a proud farmer. Some people before, because of the days we find ourselves, they will say, this is day of tech, I don't want to associate myself with farm and all that thing. But she said she is one. You understand? And when I looked at her program, her project, and everything, you see her carrying out projects on how to grow some crops, nurture it, even to the point of harvesting it. You can see that apart from the fact that she's beautiful, she has brain accompanying it. So
God.
no one will
Can
see
your
a lady with
man
all these
you?
features. Yeah. No one will see a lady with all these features and not want to associate with her. So that's to tell you that these few things I mentioned actually attracted me to her, or like confirmed what I needed. And apart from that, again, I have to reemphasize that she's very, 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 very beautiful.
Oh, oh,
Mm,
oh,
Rema.
Oh God.
oh,
I
oh.
wanted to say somebody called the police.
Which police? Are you not the police? Why are we calling? What's going on? I think she's having network breach.
Yes. I think her network is disturbing her.
Yeah, I think she's having network breach.
Okay. Should we wait for her, or should we turn the table over to you?
No, I think we should wait for her to return.
No, it's
Yeah.
not true. It's not true. It's not true. You're supposed to. Okay, let's just give her some couple of minutes.
And
If she doesn't come
let's
up,
give
then
her some.
yes. This is 11:56 by my time.
Maybe she's having a call or something.
Yes, like she's entirely out.
I guess she'll be back.
Okay, maybe she's trying to reconnect.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm
So,
trying to see if I could use the system to connect.
mm,
So that
I was
in case I would have a call on my phone, it wouldn't take me out.
okay. Let's just hope for you the best. But have you been able to connect the? I think to save ourselves some time, you can start while we wait for her joining up. What do you think?
Okay.
I know it would have been more lovely if
Okay.
you were here anyway.
What was the question again? Do you remember the question?
I do. Why won't I remember?
What was the question?
Your question is, what exactly attracted you to him?
Who is him?
To your husband?
Do you know my husband?
I do.
Okay. Oh, Esther.
Chai, what could be wrong with her network? This is wow. Someone just commented. Okay, I think she's trying to come back.
Yeah, exactly. Esther,
Okay.
seems like you had a call.
See, Something like that. Sorry about it. So the next question is: were you ever tempted to quit, or were you ever
No, no,
tempted
no.
to
She
quit
hasn't answered her own
the
side
think
of that
about your
question.
relationship? Let's
No, no. She
okay.
hasn't
She has
answered her own
not.
side.
Okay,
You
okay.
asked me what attracted me to her. She hasn't answered her own.
Oh
We cannot skip that
yeah.
part.
Okay, okay.
Okay,
What attracted me?
Mrs.
What
Success,
attracted
over
me?
to you. What attracted you? And even say, let me consider. Okay.
Let me get cool water first
Okay.
before she starts answering that question. Somebody get me water, please.
Okay, what attracted me? Okay, I've always been this selective person, right? I did not. I was careful. I was at some point, self. I was even scared of marriage because I felt, what if you make a mistake and then you're going to live with a mistake for the rest of one's life? You know. So, in all sincerity, when I started speaking with him, oh, it was not with the intentions of marriage. Okay, it was just, in fact, it
How
was
did you know?
business.
How
Hold
did you
on,
know it
oh.
was not
Babe, let me
okay?
talk. It was business. You know, when I told him I was into agriculture, that's what did you study? Agriculture. I
Mm-hmm.
thought it was like, okay, did you go for it yourself? I thought my score was over 200. I had over 220 something or 250 something, if I'm not mistaken now. But I wanted to study agriculture. So I went for it. So he was like, okay, we could actually make it big. You could actually do something. So he was really so ready to invest into the course, right? He got it, we looked into, we made a business plan, we did stuffs like, he was like, okay, I'm ready to give you this amount of money for you to start this business. We went as far as doing some things.
We made
And at the end
payment
of
for
the
some of
day,
the
I
we
opened
made
my
payment for
eyes
some
and
of the
saw that my
items you
name
needed.
was now Mrs. Wakama.
Is God not wonderful?
So, so one of the things,
It is.
one of the reasons I actually went, or actually knew that, okay, I was going to go for this, was he was really ready to give the support. He was ready to give me the support. He
Hmm.
was he
And
was he
Oh,
was there.
Rema.
He was there. And then I also, this might sound really, will I call it carnal in the born again people term. I like tall people.
ah,
Hmm.
I didn't like
Omo.
men that are not tall because I was not
Hmm.
so tall, or I am not so tall, right? So I didn't want somebody that was a man that wasn't so tall. I had a thing for tall guys.
hmm.
So he was one tall person, okay? And then, in fact, then I don't think time will allow me list out all the qualities my husband has. His sense of humor, it matches my
Hmm.
own. It's not the one that
Wow.
people, when
My head
when
won't
I'm
bust
being
so
sarcastic, or I'm trying to joke around, some people might pick offense. Instead, he jokes more than I do, right? And sometimes
hmm.
I have to run away from the play, you
Wow.
know. So I think those were the things. And most
Hmm.
importantly, he was born again. He was born again.
Hmm.
For me, he was born again. So in as much as
Hmm.
I was scared about the uniform, because I came from, as he has said, I came from a home where we have affiliation with the military. So I wasn't I was like, do I want to go from this kind of this thing to another one? I said, Omo, I said, okay, let me wait, but he was born again. So it was a go for
Patience the
me.
prophetess recite you.
Patience. Please
Okay,
put.
over to okay, over to the next question. Were you
Okay,
ever
thank you.
tempted to quit, or say that you're not interested in the relationship again? What was not the motivation out of it? Did you say, I know they do, you're on too much, stuff like that? Were you ever tempted to quit and say, oh,
This question is
I'm
for
not doing it
for
again?
Mrs. Success first, not me.
Yes, yes,
Babe,
yes, yes, yes.
Yes, yes,
It's for you,
yes, it's for
please
yes.
you.
now.
It's
Babe,
for
but,
you.
but babe, but we agreed in this relationship that you are going to be taking the lead.
Mm.
As
Now
my
I now
Lord,
now I
the
relinquish
Lord
it
of
to
the
you
home.
now. Temporarily, I relinquish it to you.
Not interested, not interested. Okay.
All right.
At some point, actually, I wanted to back out. I had I had issues with certain things, like some topics we had, or we some discussions we were to have. I had issues with it. Take for example, this the issue of
Submission.
what I call it, submission. Thank you. The issue of submission. Funny enough, that's one reason why I think God led me to my husband, right? Because it wasn't very easy for me. I had issues with total submission. I felt 100%. That was too much. It felt like, you know, I was going to be enslaved. That was how I was feeling at that point. And from the beginning, and my husband, probably because of the place, position he has found himself, he is one person that he has people under him, you know. So they were always doing the yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. I was like, I'm not going to be a subordinate. I don't want to be this. So it was a lot for me to take him. It was a lot, but thank God for him. He was able to sit me down. I remember one of the days he had, because during the relationship he would travel down from Port Harcourt to Lagos. Sometimes you have to travel down from Port Harcourt to Lagos. One of the days when he came, I told
In
him we went
search
to
of love. No be small thing, no. No be small thing, no.
Ah, it's true.
Hey,
He
from Port
traveled to
Harcourt to
7
Lagos.
rivers and waters. Oh,
I'm telling you. Hmm.
because of love.
So I will tell him that day. I had to tell him. I said I'm not continuing with this, so because I feel like I'm going to be enslaved with this marriage, and
I
I don't want
nearly
to be
cried. I
enslaved.
nearly cried that day.
Jesus, you nearly cried.
Honestly, I
Hey,
was like, God, what is happening? I won't allow this to happen, no.
And
honesty
funny
is my
enough,
husband.
that was the last Sunday of the courtship. That was the day we were meant to round up the courtship in Lagos before we're
God
going to move
forbid,
it
oh.
to
Imagine.
to
Hey,
to the east.
Jesus, last day of
So,
courtship.
but thank God for my husband though. He was able to sit me down. He was like, okay, this is what submission means. It's not this. It's not this. This is it. This is what it is. Right? I will be there. I would help you. I would not push you. I would not drag you to doing things you're not really wanting to do. Men like respect, I know, but he was just there and kind of he was able to encourage me. So I went on with it.
nice one. That's true. Thank God it never happened. That day I was like, God. Okay, let me answer my own question. Actually, I never at any point wanted to back down. I never at any point. That just like because there was this click at the moment I met her in person. Honestly, like it just answers the question. So I was more or less like trying to, by the grace of God, like nurture it because I know that this is the final bus stop. So I never had any reason to wanting to back out. But at that moment she raised up that issue, I said no. I can't just allow even allow her to say, okay, go and think about it, to go and pray about. There's nothing to go. Unless I don't believe in some things. Like I'm not saying I don't believe in some things you will see, you want to go and pray about it. No, it's not what I'm saying. But there are some things that should not be allowed to that point. Whereby you now give chance and all those things. Devil can capitalize on that break, that period. So I knew what I needed to do was to like talk to her, speak to her, give her that assurance. Ladies like security. There is one that assurance that I'm going to take care of you. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. So, and within a space of like let me say 5, 10, 15 minutes. And funny enough, we had somebody in our midst that day. Someone joined us, and we are trying to see how to manage the situation so the person doesn't get to know what was going on. You understand? And it was just magical. Okay, let me not use the word magical. It was just spiritual that God really helped us immediately. Not as if we try to package. No, we address the matter, and everything was just zoom zoom. So
Patience.
I never,
Patience. I will. This attack is it for me? Is this attack for me?
I don't want to say
Abba
anything.
now.
Sha.
Abba.
That
So
person
what
that was
you
there
mean
with
I'm
us.
not beautiful? Have you seen me? Have you
Hmm.
seen me? Anyway.
Just tomorrow your husband is cute when you talk now. Just tomorrow you are feeling threatened now. Why not say they are beautiful? Calm down. No,
Calm down.
calm down, calm down.
Oh
Okay.
God.
But I'm glad that God was glorified in all. Yeah. Every
Honestly.
relationship usually have their ups and downs. So no matter that's why I used to really hate people that say see this small marriage. Do you know what marriage is? When I say see
Hmm.
this small marriage, I sincerely hate it. I can literally give a fight or a punch when people say
Hmm.
see this small marriage. Because financially I've heard people like they back up after courtship. Do you know what it is to pass through Deeper Life MC?
Hmm.
Then you now
Tell
say
them
courtship
oh,
is just back up. It's like imagine it in your head when they'll
let
give you
let alone from Port Harcourt to Lagos. You want to now back out. Hey.
I don't understand. What do you mean?
From Lagos now down to
Somebody can
Were for
travel.
the
Do you know
wedding.
somebody can travel down from Port Harcourt to Lagos? Somebody can travel down and still at the end of the day, the marriage might just not work out. There's a
That's true.
yeah,
That's
possibility.
true.
that's true.
Have you not
It's
seen
very
people who travel
painful.
down and they are
Even
traveling
as
to
even
their doom?
even outside the country, so if it happens, I understand your point. I understand.
So it's it's
Chisom, you
not
are
it's
so
not enough.
beautiful. That is coming from Chiezugoro Mbagu. We know.
Favor,
It's not only her now. What about me? It's not fair. This
favor, the
operation is
love
not
of
fair.
my life. That's why you see you.
That's
That's
why
my main G there.
patient
All
to
the people
always support me.
supporting.
Sister supporting brother.
No, it's
No, you
like
have
women supporting women.
No, I disagree. Okay,
okay.
nice one. On to the next question.
Over to the next question before we call it a day. How did you feel meeting her parents for the first time? Like, how did you feel? For some people, like you'll be like, actually, is this the world of my own? Is it was it like the first time they say, you're becoming a man now? You know this kind of thing. Like, wow, How did you even tell your parents? Okay, let's start from how did you tell your parents? Then how did you now the day that I know in Deeper Life MC, they usually schedule a particular day you go and meet your parents. So, how did you first tell your parents before meeting them? Let us hear.
Try. Obviously, I'm the only person. Okay, I think she's trying to reconnect, but I hope it's not go off intentionally. You're dodging this question, Abby.
No, I'm here. I didn't go off. Am I not here?
Okay, at the point is as if it went off. Okay, let me start. It go reach everybody. Okay, actually, first of all, I think I told my mom first about it. I told my mom first because of the procedure we took. You understand? I had to tell her first because normally must have gone through the committee before you now start letting your parents know. Although I told her after I must have gone to the committee, but that was shortly after I did that. So I told her, I want to settle down. She was like, wow, who is this person? I said, I don't think it's somebody you know. The normal questions now, mothers will always want to look out for their sons, my daughter, my supposing daughter-in-law, where is she from? I hope she's well mannered and all that and all that and all that. So my mom didn't find it any problem. Although she requested for her pictures that she wants to see her pictures, which I did. I sent across on Facebook, on WhatsApp. Then on my dad's own, I think I spoke to him over the phone. I told him my intention. Look at what I want to do. I said yes. I use an adage that as a man is someone that knows the right time for him to do what he ought to do. Not the one they will say go
Yes.
and marry. No, there's even between I went to my dad and my dad telling me that I'm of age I should go and marry. These are two different things. So I walked up to him and he was so happy about it. You understand? So his own was like, who is the person? My dad places emphasis on he hates idleness. Let me just say it like this. Even when we are growing up, he doesn't like seeing you idle. Understand? He himself is not even at his age now. He doesn't like staying idle. So he's one that wants to say, do something, do something, do something. So he was like, what does she do? And I told him. So I was able to clarify that with him. That okay, my wife just graduated from the school, from the university. Even when she was in the university, she was still engaging herself in one or two meaningful things. So my wife doesn't pass for someone you can call a lazy girl. No, she is not. So my both parents welcomed it. So it wasn't a difficult thing. You understand? So now, answering the second question, meeting our supposed in-laws for the first time after then, um, I spoke with my father-in-law over the phone for the first time. So he was welcoming. It was as if he has met me before. So although
Oh,
he said he will be reserving, he will be reserving some things until we meet in person. But both over the phone, until I finally met him in person, it was just like a father-son relationship. He sat me down, advised me just like my father will always do, letting me know the importance, some things I need to know. You understand when it comes to marriage and all that. And there and then, he never had any reservation on giving me his blessing. It wasn't like I'm gonna place you on a watch for a probation. No, 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 no. It was just once he asked me some questions, and one of the things that led to it was the answers I also gave to him. You understand? When he was putting up those questions, it was matured and intelligent questions. So he was he was interested in my answers. So the response I gave to him, he couldn't wait but give a direct answer. You understand? But my mother-in-law, a similar thing also happened, although in a different situation. Actually, you understand? I met her that is coincidentally, it was in the night I met with her, but still at that, I never knew she was taking note of me. She was just coming back from a journey. She was tired, but despite that, she took time to analyze the way I spoke. I related with her for the first time. The answers I gave to her also, like, even I was telling her because it was when we were still cutting. Even I was telling her, "Oh, Mom, I want to come to the house so we can see. So this person wants to marry your daughter. You'll be able to know him very well." So she was like, what does she need to know again? That she has really seen some things in me that she's very, very much okay. However, she told me that she will still have to not like not like probation now, but she was like, I should just give her time. She wants to study me more on some areas. I was just like, as I was tensed, I was like, God, am I being monitored or something? But at the end of the day, in fact, it didn't even take long. Like other some couple of days, everything was just let me say zoom zoom. You understand? So I never had any problem talking to my parents about my intention to marry,
Blessing Solomon, welcome.
nor meeting my prospective in-laws for the first time.
over to
Okay,
you.
very nice.
You don't show us
Okay,
this your dimple. Suppressing us with dimple. Me too, I get dimple. What's this now? Uh-uh,
Hey.
uh-uh, uh-uh.
oh
Okay.
God. Okay, okay. For me though, it was not much of an issue because I met both of them the same day. In my own case, my mom was not really in the country, so it was a bit not around this. It was not really together. It was more of a call thing over the phone with my mom. I think he met my mom. Okay, yes, it was close to the traditional wedding that he met my mom. That was when he
Yes.
met her.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
that should be in July. She came back in
Yes.
July.
Okay.
So
Around
and
that time, yeah.
yeah. So but for me, I met both parents the same day. and there were not. I had to travel. I think that was one of the travels I made. I had to travel down from Lagos down to Owerri for me to meet them. I met them the same day. They're both they're not. I wasn't really asked much questions. Just gave me. I just met them. The mom was all about, "Are you born again? Are you born again?" You know.
Gang, gang.
I was like, "Oh God, God, I'm born again." You know, most of the people around him have always been harassing me about being born again. I remember the
Uh-uh.
last time we went to Emmanuel College. You know,
Okay.
because of the way I dress most times. Not I don't dress bad. For people that know me, I don't dress open, but I like to dress good. I like to dress
What
sweet.
question did that mommy ask you in the
The
language
woman
she
asked me,
used?
oh, she said,
In the language she used.
I can't even speak that language she spoke. It wasn't even funny, you know. So I was like, okay, that's nice. So she was just more on how where am I born again? And then I think the dad was more about my speaking. You don't really know how to speak the Igbo dialect. It was like you're speaking English, you know. So I didn't have any issue. Actually, to me, the parents are really cool, very cool. I don't think I have. We were just okay. I was okay. I was good. There was nothing serious with it. Nothing.
Odewale Emmanuel, we cite you. So let the singles
Well, you're
learn. Oh. I hope you're
welcome.
not
Thank
learning from
you.
my secret. Oh.
Please, all the singles, learn to go and like your sister's picture, please.
And all the sisters too like the brothers' pictures. Who knows?
Don't like his pictures, oh. Before you will
we
say they
might
are
have a
cheap now.
we might have a wedding around the corner to plan. Oh, just by just that simple like. Mhm.
Okay. The
Okay.
camera of this Esther is out again.
So,
I think our
huh?
network. Okay.
Okay, she's back.
Okay, I'm here. Yes, yes, yes. I'm the one that's so after the period of wedding, relationship, courtship, everything. So how was your feeling? You know, there's this kind of feeling that I'm married now. I actually got the woman of my
I didn't
dreams.
get that.
How, I said, how did you feel after the wedding process, the courtship?
After the wedding.
Oh, yes. How did you feel? There's feeling that comes like,
Don't be
seriously?
scared. They are not asking you of your wedding night. That's not the question. No, the fear.
Yeah, calm down. We are not doing
That is
wedding
not
night.
that is not the
Please,
question.
don't open our ears.
Like she's getting scared of the question. That's why.
Okay.
Is it from my
Don't be
side?
scared. Hey, oh my, it's from her artist. I think
Okay, from her
she
side.
tried. Hmm. She'll try and
Wow,
come
maybe
back.
she's
Oh,
having a call.
yeah, yes, it was re-echoing. I thought that.
Okay.
Okay, let's hold on for you. Why?
Let's see if she'll come back.
Okay. So if you're just joining us, you're highly welcome. My name is Nurse Esther Solomon-Okorozo, and we are having a relationship podcast with the Nwakamas, Mr. and Mrs. Nwakama. And it has really been an amazing time, trust me. And we hope that you will learn a lot from this program. For those that have been here, you must have noticed that you have gained a lot from this podcast. Do well to
Mrs.
like.
Joyce Akonna Nwakama, my beautiful sister-in-law, you are
It's your
cited.
sister.
Thank you for my sister-in-law, rather. My sister-in-law.
Oh,
You are welcome to the podcast.
thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much. So I'm very sure that you must have gained a lot. And yes,
Yeah.
there is power in prayer. There's power. It's not relationship. It's not just I love you, baby. It's more to work. More work.
Yeah.
Physically, spiritually, mentally, and all around. So back to the question. Welcome back, Mrs. Success. Can you hear us now? Can you hear us?
Babe, can you hear
Okay.
us?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, I can tell you. Hear me?
Okay, before we call it a day, I was asking that how did you feel after your wedding? Like, how did you feel? The feeling around your friends, for the men that will say, married man, married, married. From your side, sir. And Mrs. Success, how did you feel? Like your mom said, hello, baby, how is your husband?
Okay.
That's how you're hearing. How are you doing again? So, can you tell us? Okay, so are you going?
Yo,
Okay.
I have to leave you guys now.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Take care, sir.
Thank you. Babe.
Okay. Patience no get use. She don't get you. She just want to open her ears here. Oh, please hold on.
Really sorry
Network.
about that. Sorry. Due call. Call.
Okay.
Patience. How did that offend you? Because me.
She
How did
does
that
not have
offend
any
you,
tea.
patience?
Okay. Okay, answer the
Okay.
question. How
For
did
me,
you feel after getting married?
literally, it took me a lot of time for me to begin to say my husband, my husband, my husband.
Wow.
It took me time. It took me time. But my husband is really, he's more patient, I think, in that kind of thing, in things like that. Because it was not easy for me. But many things was not easy for me. I don't want to go into details. Many things was just not easy for me. Getting adapted to the whole marriage life was not so easy for me. I remember even the day after the wedding, that same day, brethren, is well low. Sincerely, it was a lot. It
Amen.
was a lot.
Amen.
I remember
Okay.
asking my bridesmaid to come with me. I told her, I said, okay, come with me. Oh, she had to come with me. It was not funny. It wasn't funny. But he has been there. He has been helping me understand it and helping me pull through. Guys will be like, babe, you have to understand you are now married. You're now married. You don't have to be feeling that you just be free. Be free. You have people that can help you do things. I said, don't worry, let me do it by myself. You know. So far so good. That I've been making progress, little
Okay.
progress. I believe in no time to be perfect.
That means for every relationship, it's actually a joint effort. One person cannot do it alone. So if you're seeing one
So,
person doing it alone, is a what? Red flag. Red flag from
mm-hmm.
if one person is just doing it alone. So as far the other person is responsive, is adaptive, and here, that's how I seen it. So it's a joint effort. So finally, before we call it a day, I sincerely want to appreciate you for being here as we
Thank
await
you.
the
Thank you.
next season ahead or the part two of
Thank
it.
you. Hopefully the
So
next time he'll be around. I hope he's around the next time. Sincerely.
okay. Okay, what's your advice to everyone generally in your relationship, courtship journey? What's your advice to everyone?
Generally, okay, I think I was asked this question in my during my bridal shower night. I think the I was asked the question by one of the really close persons to me. I think she's on the life card said, patience, you know, she asked over there. So I was like, I don't have much advice to give her. I'm not into I don't think I'm so qualified to give advice on relationships and marriage because I also had my flaws. I had my ups, I had my downs, sincerely. But what I can just say is that if you look for if you are with somebody that understands you, you understand, it
Very
might make
sure.
things a little easy for you. One. And then I want to just bring in something that happened before I met my husband. You know, there used to be a relationship, godly relationship, please, that I used to be in. That was way before I met my husband, you know. And will I call it a relationship or a situationship now? And many persons were like, okay, you're the man, this person is the person that you're meant to marry. Don't look down on the person because this person has not done this and has not done that. And I was like, no, it's not because this person is not this or it's not that. But there were so many things. When you are with somebody that the person can't really, there are things that you're looking up to in a man. And for me, who wanted a man, a leader as a husband, it was going to be a problem for me. So I didn't really want somebody that I wanted somebody that would listen to me, but I didn't want somebody that would be waiting for me to take every decision. That's the word. So, at some point, I got so much pressure. Even when my husband came into the picture, it was like, I want to marry a police officer. Can you cope? You know that they're not always available. They're not this. Even, so I don't want to mention, really high people will be like, no, you cannot do this. You need to think about it. I'm not sure this is the will of God for you. You need to. And I was like, how do somebody tell somebody else the will of God for the person? If I go into this another with somebody else, and then I meet issues, what's going to come through for me? Nobody. The worst you will tell me is you just have to pray. Pray. God will help you. So I felt no. So that's the most advice I can give. Just stand for what you know. And I think that love is a real thing. It's a real thing. Love is Wale Emmanuel. I can see you. Hey, Favor is waiting for me. Hey.
Hey, don't worry. She has plenty money.
Not about money. What about the time? The time when the baby begin to cry. Who is going to carry twins? Who wants to come
She'll
to
be
the
the
house?
one. She's coming to stay in your house. Don't worry.
Come and stay, please. So you come and take care of the babies because right now twins die. So I think that's just the thing. I think we should love is a thing. One, then just be sure of who you're with. Be sure that you are not carried away for the wrong things, and you'll be fine. That's what I can say.
Okay.
But
So thank you so much.
My husband was doing on a low key for me. You know these people that used to say the prince will disguise and go to another village. That's what my husband did to me. But my God is stronger. We'll share it another day. Praise the Lord.
Yes, that's true. In the sense now that don't be moved by what you see presently, right? Is it like that?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Don't be moved though. Be moved by what is in the person and not what is outside the person.
20%. Okay. I hope someone has gained that points, and I hope that you become better wherever you find yourself. And truly, little by little, we will always get there. So you are not thinking that I'm not there yet or I'm still struggling. No, little by little, things will be fine, things will be better, your relationship will move ahead. And if you know that you're in a situationship, run away. If he has red flags, run away.
Exactly.
If he has things
Run
that
away. Oh.
are tempting, run away. Protect your mental health. That's this. And one thing
It's
about
very,
relationship.
very important.
Before he will turn to master and lord and keep submissiveness on top of his head. So just
Exactly. Oh.
so it's a joint effort, like Mrs. Success and Mr. Kama has told us. So thank you so much for joining us. This is where we end this podcast.
Thank you so
Anticipate for part 2. So
you.
if you're there, just give and send emojis in the comment section and say, I love this podcast. Thank you so much. Appreciate her. Say thank you. Well done. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. And if you're not in a relationship, balance well. Position your head. That's it. So God bless you, everyone. Sincerely, I want to appreciate. Yes, so like and subscribe and space. Yes, and space for more amazing content. Bye. Thank you, Mrs.
Thank
Success.
you so much. Bye bye. Thank you.
Mm.